Hello Gemini and cross watchers, this is Amna from Soulmate and today we are doing your monthly love reading for the month of July 2019. Please keep in mind that these are general messages, so they may or may not resonate with each and every one of you. If they resonate with you, please like and subscribe to the channel. If they don't resonate with you, just let them fly and take good advice from them. Alright. Before I begin your reading about the pre-shuffle and the meditative energy which I tapped into while I was shuffling your cards, Gemini, this is definitely the month where you need to be more cautious. You need to be more how do I say it? Very swift in making clever decisions. You will be at certain level tested when it comes to your response to certain things, because while I was tapping into your energy, it took me back to this one person from my past, a friend of mine. She was mixed up with a lot of different things in her life. She had a lot to deal with, a lot on her plate, with family issues and boyfriend issues, all those things tackling at her from all directions. And the more she was, kind of sinking in the water, the more she was like more attracted towards trouble, I would say, because no matter how many suggestions you gave her at that time, she was not in touch with her own intuition. She was not trusting her own self. She was not listening to what was literally yelling at her from inside, that this is not something which you should go in the direction of. You should actually go in the opposite direction. The point is, that person is not a Gemini, but there is a reason I had a flashback, going back to old memories. Maybe some of you during this month will have to deal, especially with Mercury retrograde, will have to deal with a lot of shit, a lot of problems in your love life. I would go out of them and say, maybe in your career and finances as well. You will have some difficulty holding on to relationships, holding on to your own integrity when it comes to relationships. If you're single, then you will have a difficult time dealing with people. But the thing is, you have to, at the end of the day, trust your own intuition. You have to be hopeful, because by the end of this month, things will start to look better for you. By the end of the season, August will be a very different month for you. But in the month of July, you need to be a little more tactful in dealing with situations. You have to be very clever. You have to be always present, always looking out for your own self. I know you might be tempted by, like I said, it's Mercury retrograde and we are doing a love reading, so you might be tempted by some people from the past, some good, some may, some might be bad, but don't make any decisions. Don't make any decisions till this passes away. Mercury retrograde, that's the end of the month, 30th of July. But again, you will be tested, and you need to be very vigilant in terms of your own self. Nothing is gonna go bad in the sense, but like I said, you have to be strong enough to deal with all these things which might be coming your way. Let's see what Tarot has to say about you. Transformation, Death card. Could be that some of you are dealing with a Scorpio. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, you might have difficulty connecting with them. You might be going through this time period. You might go through a time period with them. Knight of Swords in reverse, where you will feel like they're literally draining you. Queen of Cups in reverse. Let's see. Ten of Wands in reverse. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, so I was saying, if you are dealing with a Scorpio, you might have a difficult time connecting with them during this time period. They'll probably have a lot of difficulty expressing themselves to you, and you'll be like, what kind of situation is this? What is this all about? Why are they not opening up? Usually people like to discuss things with you guys, but not today, not in this month. But keep your finances in check. I would definitely say keep your finances in check. Keep your love life in check. You might not want to overindulge into something which you might regret later on. Overspending, whether it comes to your relationship or your loved ones, family. Don't push your credit card limits. Don't do that, because once this season is over, this month is over, you will thank me that I warned you about this. This is the time where you need to take a step back, relax, take some time off, save as much as you can. I know you will be tempted to spend a lot, but don't do that. And also there will be a lot of conflict, a lot of misplaced aggression, a lot of anyways, let's just begin with your reading, because it's a very similar kind of spread which I'm seeing here. With the Death card in the beginning of the month, like I said before, either you're dealing with a Scorpio. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, for those of you who are dealing with a Scorpio, they will give you a very hard time during this month, in the sense that they will be having difficulty expressing their emotions. Although Scorpios are in their element right now, but being in their own element means that comes with a lot of dark energy. Scorpios have this dark energy around them, and trust me, you don't want to be around that much kind of scorpionic energy. But for others of you, there is a transformation, there is a transformative period going on, but I see that the transformation is bringing in a lot of aggression on your part, a lot of conflict. I know transformations are hard, I know transformations are difficult, transformations take a toll on you, but at the same time, transformations bring in new beginnings. Transformations happen so that you can move forward with your life, so that you can, start afresh. But I see you that you're not happy with this transformation. You are, this transformation is sort of conflicting you in your head, giving you a lot of anger issues. Be cautious of that. Be very, very cautious of that. Any anger issues which you might take out on other people, don't do that. This is also a card where you will not see any progress in different kinds of projects in love life, and that will kind of, how do I say it, that will create more conflict in your mind. You will feel as if you are drained of this emotional energy, as if if you are in a relationship or if you are single, in both case scenarios, you will feel as if you are being emotionally drained. If you are with someone, you'll think that this person is emotionally draining you, this relationship is emotionally draining you, but it's actually not that. It's the change. It's this season. It's this eclipse, which is gonna hit you really hard. Which is gonna, which it's hitting every sign differently, but it's gonna it's gonna give you a headache. It's gonna make you feel as if you don't have any energy left. You'll be feeling a lot of, you'll be like living in a fantasy land where you will be concerned about your own self and you will not be concerned about anybody else. That's good in some case scenarios, but don't use it negatively. This is also 10 of Wands in reverse, is also being drained, burdened, emotionally drained and emotionally burdened. Throughout this month, you are feeling conflicted, and but the thing is, with 10 of Pentacles here, throughout all this conflict, one good thing is that you have the support of people who love you, who actually love you. There will be people around you who are like draining this energy out of you, but there are some people around you who actually love you and who actually care about you. They'll stick around you during this month. At the same time, if you save during this month, I don't know why, but this is love reading, but I want to say this is the time to save for future. I know you're feeling this physical exhaustion from all this, but you need to let go of these burdens. You need to cut the crap. You need to be very swift in making changes and thinking about yourself and your loved ones only. You don't really need to think about anybody else. Nobody deserves that. Anybody who is creating conflict in your life, you need to be very careful around them. You will see a lot of challenges. You'll feel stuck. The Six of Swords energy. If you're in a relationship, you'll feel stuck. You'll feel you've been, and there are a lot of delays. There are a lot of challenges coming up in your relationship. If you're single, then there are a lot of challenges which are coming in your love life in general. I don't see any opportunity coming towards you this month, so don't lose your energy on exes who will be thrown in your path thanks to Mercury retrograde. Currently, towards the end of the month, because of all these draining energies, all these different signs haunting you, I see that you will be dipped off your balance a little bit, and you'll be forced to make a decision. You will feel out of balance. You'll feel as if whatever is going on around you is not fair, and it's not. I totally agree with that. It's definitely not, but life happens and we deal with it, and how we deal with it, how tactfully we deal with it is what makes us golden. That's how we know what we deserve in life, and this is giving me a lot of feelings of being taken advantage of. Beware of people taking advantage of you. A lot of free riders will be testing your patience, and you'll be forced to make a decision. You'll be forced to put your head and soul or your head and your heart in one place and think calmly, because there's a lot of aggression, there's a lot of conflict, there's a lot of delay and exhaustion in here. Again, with the Eight of Wands in reverse, again delays, and in order to deal with all this, you just need to sit back, relax, keep your head and heart focused on one point, and that is you and your loved ones. Alright, let's see what is this death card doing here. Something was cut off from your life. Someone was cut off from your life, and it was destined to be like that. That transformation needed to happen. Just remember that. I know you're very confused about what happened and why it happened. You think that it was an injustice. This transformation which you are going through it's something which is not just for you, and that's confusing you. But keep in mind that you need to get going. You need to get a grip on yourself and work on finding balance in life. You just need to bring in your balance, and that's all you need in this month. Maintaining your balance in life. That was actually Temperance. But it came out with a lot of different cards, so let's just put it back. What is this Knight of Swords doing here? It's meant to be Knight of Swords in reverse is clarified by Five of Wands. So a lot of conflict, a lot of people pretending to be your friends, but they're not. They're trying to sabotage you in different ways, and that is making you angry because you feel as if you don't deserve to be treated like that. But don't take out any anger on any of them. Don't get swayed by your anger. That's gonna harm you more than it will harm them. What is this Queen of Cups in reverse doing here? to be hopeful, and you like I said, there are certain Empress in reverse. You might be have some sort of financial problems, keeping your checkbook in balance basically. But keep in mind that keep an open mind. You are kind of in control of yourself. At the same time, there might be problems in your relationship during this time period, and you will feel as if that particular problem is draining you of all your energy. Just don't give much attention to that. Be hopeful, because by the end of this month, no matter how many delays, no matter how many conflicts, no matter how many problems you are facing in your love life right now in this month, it will fade away. You just need to, let's just say, with Leo season, things will start to pick up. But to be safe, I'll say end of July. What is this 10 of Wands in reverse doing here? This 10 of Pentacles is giving me a feeling, and that feeling is that some things might look golden to you during this time period, but they will not be. They'll seem like a good opportunity, but they're not. It's just 10 of Wands in reverse doing here. Wheel of Fortune in reverse, a lot of delays, more delay. Like I said, you just go in hibernation mode in this month. Time to sit back and relax and wait it out. This is 10 of Pentacles coming here. Yes, I was saying that a lot of things might appear to be, and we have the feeling of being stuck. 6 of Swords coming consecutively. No matter what happens, don't make a decision, any final decision in this month. No matter how much you feel stuck, you feel helpless, you feel confused, this is the calm before the storm. So if you don't pay any attention, if you don't pay any attention, it will subside. This is again the card of delay. Like I said, this 10 of Pentacles seems to me like, for some of you who are connecting with a love reading, specifically people coming back into your life, some opportunities, or it could be any opportunity. Some opportunities might seem very bright and shiny and golden, but they are not. They are bringing in delays in your life. They are bringing in the feeling of being stuck. It's the Six of Swords in reverse doing here. You need to take on the challenges. You need to guard yourself against all these challenges which you are faced with. This is very feeling out of balance, feeling isolated, feeling as if injustice was done to you. Six of Pentacles in reverse, clarified by the Hermit in reverse and Justice in reverse. Two major arcana cards. You will feel this energy a lot. Energy of conflict, injustice, helplessness, confusion. Being stuck. Be hopeful. Be hopeful. What is this Two of Swords doing here? Be hopeful and be mindful. You are taking decisions because there are so many repetitive cards. Two of Swords is clarified by Eight of Wands. You are taking decisions because you want things to speed up. Don't. If you want things to speed up, then you need to calm down during this month. You need to keep your head and your heart focused in one place. If you want things to speed up, do that. If you want things to get out of this energy of Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Six of Swords energy in reverse and the Empress in reverse, then you need to create calm inside yourself. The more balanced you are, the more your head and heart is in one place, more successful you will be in dealing with this month, or whatever is this month bringing towards you in terms of love and other projects as well. What is the Eight of Wands in reverse doing? I am still in a lot of your energy. You feel lack of passion and you feel lack of control. You think that these delays are causing trouble in your relationship more because you are losing passion and you're losing control over the issue, over the relationship. But keep an open mind. I see things changing, especially after, like I said before, after the start of Leo season, end of July. Let's take in twice card for Gemini. Creative project. Your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. We are guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity into your life. Creative expression makes you feel alive and excited and reignites passion towards your life. I think this summarizes your reading. You need to get out of this feeling of being confronted and conflicted and confused by all these people around you. You think that some injustice was done to you. Could be, not saying that it's not the case, but transformations happen for a reason. Things change for a reason. Sometimes we are tested, and we need to take that test head on. Alright guys, best of luck for the month, and I will see you guys next month. Bye.